boys and girls, what did we talk about yesterday? Let's think back to yesterday. Traits. What kind of traits? Raise your hand. Reese?
Inside and outside.
Inside and outside traits. Dominic, you weren't here. Adeline, where are you at? There you are. You weren't here either. So let's remind them of what outside traits are. I wrote it on the board because we're going to do it in a few seconds. So an outside trait. What's an outside trait, Shelby?
Everything that you know about you outside.
On the outside. So everything you physically see, right? So Dominic, what color do you see on me right now?
Green.
Green. So I have a green, it's called a jumpsuit. So today I'm wearing a green jumpsuit. What color shoes? Amelia? Pink, tan, whatever. Adeline, what do I have on my hands?
A large bracelet.
Jewelry, anything that I'm wearing on the physically outside you can see is a what kind of trait, Dominic? What kind of trait? Outside trait, you gotta talk about it. All right, so about the inside. Frankie, what about the inside? What's an inside trait?
Rain.
No, we said that yesterday. It wasn't one. What is on the inside? No, remember on the inside is your thoughts, your personality, or words.
Friendship.
Friendship. Hayden, you can be smart. Brock,
Tan skin.
tan. No, what did we say tan skin was?
Outside.
Outside. Bryn, last one. Cute. Oh, thank you. All right, put those down, please. Those are mine. Alrighty, so today we are going to read, Dominic, have a seat, please, one of my favorite books. Do you guys know what this book is by looking at it?
No.
Oh, maybe?
Oh,
Alright,
that'll
before-
have fun.
shh, But before we start, I need everyone to sit on their bottoms.
Officer.
I need everyone to sit on their bottoms and not eating the cabinet. And I need Bryn to switch with Dominic. And I need Zeta to switch with Amelia. And I need Kylie to switch with Adeline. Wyatt, I need you to switch with, please. Wyatt, can you go sit right in front of Bryn for me? And Frankie, I need you to scoot up just a little bit so you can see the book, okay?
Ow. Gemma kicked me in the back.
Gemma, what do you say? What do you say? Sorry, Dominic. I don't think she meant to, okay? All right, this fanny pack is getting in my way. It's Taurus Day. All right, so we need everyone to have their hands on their lap like this. Everyone where they should be. Yes. All right, Gemma, can you see the book if I do this? Can you see it? Yeah? All righty. All right, so during my favorite book, and it's called 1, 2, 3, Officer Buckle and Gloria. There's no RTI today.
Okay, you don't want to. I was just gonna say, if you want to have them come in, that's fine.
Get up, move out.
I'm videotaping. You're okay. All right, so we're reading Officer Buckle and Gloria today. So, what do you think we're gonna think about while we're reading this book? We're gonna think about what? Kylie?
Inside and outside traits of officer.
Yes, perfect, spot on. So we're gonna think about the inside and outside traits of Officer Buckle. So who do you think Officer Buckle is, Dominic?
Officer again. Officer.
Is he the dog in the air or the person in the bottom? The person in the bottom. What's this dog's name, Riker? What do you think? What? Gloria, Dominic. Alrighty, it says Officer Buckle and Gloria by Peggy Roth. This is my favorite book. So you guys better pay attention. Okay. It says, Officer Buckle knew more safety tips than anyone else in Natesville. Every time he thought of a new one, he thumbtacked it to his bulletin board. Safety tip number 77, never stand on a swivel chair. Right? You never stand on a swivel chair.
Yeah, you did.
Officer Buckle shared his safety tips with the students at Nateville School. Nobody ever listened. Sometimes there was snoring. Afterward, it was business as usual. Mrs. Topple, the principal, took down the welcome banner. Never stand on a swivel chair, said Officer Buckle, but Mrs. Topple didn't hear. Then one day, Nateville's police department brought a police dog named Gloria. When it was time for Officer Buckle to give the safety speech at the school, Gloria went along. Think the kids liked that when Gloria came to the school? You'd like a police dog here, wouldn't you? Children, this is Gloria, announced Officer Buckle. Gloria obeys my commands. Gloria, sit. And Gloria sat. Officer Buckle gave safety tip number 1. Keep your shoelaces tied. The children sat up and stared. Officer Buckle checked to see if Gloria was sitting at attention, and she was. Safety tip number 2, said Officer Buckle, always wipe up spills before someone slips and falls. The children's eyes popped. Officer Buckle checked on Gloria again. Good dog, he said. Officer Buckle thought of safety tip he had discovered that morning. You guys see what Gloria's doing back here?
I couldn't.
Never leave a thumbtack where you might sit on it. And the audience roared. What's a thumbtack?
It's like a,
Raise your hand if you know what a thumbtack is. Frankie?
it's like a very sharp little. It's a little ball, and then it has a
Very sharp. So, let me see. I don't think we have any thumbtacks because we just use staples in here. But later, if you remind me, I'll show you what it looks like, okay? Thank you for explaining it, Frankie. It says, Officer Buckle grinned. He said the rest of the tips with plenty of expression. The children clapped their hands and cheered. Some of them laughed until they cried. Officer Buckle was surprised. He had never noticed how funny safety tips could be. After this safety speech, there wasn't a single accident. The next day, an enormous envelope arrived at the police station. It was stuffed with thank you letters from students at Napeville School. Every letter had a drawing of Gloria on it. Officer Buckle thought the drawing showed a lot of imagination. So he just thinks that Gloria's what? They're just drawing pictures of dogs, right? What? It looks like a circus dog, you're right. But are those really the things she was doing whenever he was given the safety tips? His favorite letter was written on a star-shaped piece of paper, and it said, You and Gloria make a good team. Your friend, Claire. P.S. I always wear a crash helmet. Safety tip number 7. Officer Buckle was thumbtacking Claire's letter to the bulletin board when the phone started ringing. Grade schools, high schools, and daycare centers were calling all about safety speeches. Officer Buckle, they said, our students want to hear your safety tips, and please bring along that police dog. Officer Buckle told his safety tip to 313 schools. Everywhere he and Gloria went, children sat up and listened. And after every speech, Officer Buckle took Gloria out for ice cream. Officer Buckle loved having a buddy. Then one day, a television news team videotaped Officer Buckle in the State College auditorium. So that means what? He must be pretty popular, don't you think? When he finished safety tip number 99, do not go swimming during electrical storms, the students jumped to their feet and applauded. What do you think they applaud? Why were they so crazy?
Because
Raise your hand, please. Thank you. You know that. Tessa? Because the dog is doing cool tricks. Gloria's going, she looks like she's electrocuted, isn't she?
yeah.
It says, bravo, bravo, they cheered. Officer Buckle bowed again and again. So does he know that Gloria's back there doing that?
No.
Brock, does they know, does Officer Buckle know Gloria's doing this?
No.
I don't think so. That night, Officer Buckle watched himself on the 10 o'clock news. Look at that. What do you think a trait of Officer Buckle is right now on the inside? What's an inside trait of Officer Buckle right now, Gemma?
Lazy.
It could be lazy because he's watching TV, Riker.
Tired.
He's tired. Does he look kind of tired to you?
No. No, he looks
Bryn?
curious.
What?
Curious.
He could look curious. Maybe he's like, oh, what does this face mean? Like you're shocked. Maybe he's shocked. What about Gloria? How do you think she's feeling right now? Tessa? Maybe mad at herself, maybe upset that she did that because she didn't know the Officer Buckle was going to find out. See what happens. The next day, the principal of Napeville School telephoned the police station. Good morning, Officer Buckle. It's time for our safety speech. Officer Buckle frowned. I'm not giving any more speeches. Nobody looks at me anymore. Oh, said Mrs. Topple. Well, how about Gloria? Could she come? Someone else from the police station gave Gloria a ride to school. Gloria sat on stage looking lonely. Then she fell asleep. So did the audience. After Gloria left, Napeville School had its biggest accident ever. It started with a puddle of a banana pudding. Splat, splatter, sploosh. Everyone slid smack into Mrs. Topple, who screamed and let go of her hammer. She was standing on a what? A swivel chair. And didn't they talk about that in the beginning, that was a safety tip? Not to stay on a swivel chair? The next morning, a pile of letters arrived at the police station. Every letter had a drawing of the accident. Officer Buckle was shocked. At the bottom of the pile was a note written on a paper star. Officer Buckle smiled. The note said, "Gloria missed you yesterday. Your friend, Claire. P.S. Don't worry, I was wearing my helmet. Safety tip number 7. Gloria gave Officer Buckle a big kiss on the nose. Officer Buckle gave Gloria a nice pat on the back. Then, Officer Buckle thought of his best safety tip yet. What do you think it is? Raise your hand if you think you know what the last tip is. Maybe some of you know the last safety tip. Safety tip 101. Always stick with your buddy. Here's some more safety tips. I'll read them to you. It says, never fly kites near power lines. Never play loud music into headphones. Never give information over the phone to strangers. That's a good one. Check how deep the water is before you dive. Because what could happen? Look both ways before crossing the street. Never eat raw hamburgers. Never take other people's medicine. What's another one? Buckle your seatbelts. We're doing this right now, okay? We'll do that later. Alrighty, so you guys, I want you to think in your heads. I want you to close your eyes and think. Think of one outside trait and one inside trait. Think, think, think. Think really hard. One outside trait, which is what you see. So we're going to think of Officer Buckle, and what do you see? What did you physically see about Officer Buckle on the outside? And then on the inside, what are your thoughts, personalities, or words that you think Officer Buckle has? So is he smart? Is he nice? Is he funny? Is he kind? Anything you want, okay? So think, think, think. You all have at least one trait? All right, when you do, I want you to raise your hand really low. Dominic, whenever you have a trait, I want you to raise your hand super low. All right, keep thinking, keep thinking. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a sticky note that I have right here. You're going to go to your desk. You're going to write your name on it. And you're just going to write the trait. That's all you're going to do. So if I'm going to say that he's lazy, I'm going to write Miss Dorf. Then I'm going to put lazy. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on the inside or the outside. If I had lazy on here, would that be an inside or outside trait?
Outside.
Zeta?
Outside.
Lazy's on the outside? Does everyone agree or disagree?
No. Inside.
Hey, agree or disagree? Zeta, why do you think it's on the outside? What do you think it's on? On the inside. Why is it on the inside? Why is lazy on the inside, Dominic? Why is lazy on the inside and not the outside? Why do you think lazy's on the outside? You can see lazy? So it should be on the what?
Inside.
On the inside, because that's how she's feeling. Remember your feelings? So if I'm feeling so excited, that's an inside trait. But if I have a big smile, that's on the outside. All right, so you guys all have at least one. If you have at least one, I want you to come get a sticky note, and then you're going to go grab a paper and put your name on it. Paper's over there, okay? All right, let's grab a sticky note. If you are ready, grab one. Careful, please. These are manners. You write one trait on your sticky note. For what? M-I-S. You need to write your name on the paper, though, girlfriend. Here you go, Gemma. You guys need to write your name. So if my name is Riker, I'm going to put Riker at the top. And then I'm going to put the trait that I want on the board. This is independently, so you guys should be what? Talking or quiet?
Quiet.
Alrighty, so you should be putting a trait on the board. On the outside or on the inside? Boys and girls, grab a pencil and let's go. A trait on the outside or the inside, Frankie? Outside or the inside? Alrighty, once you guys have an outside or inside trait, I want you to have a seat at your desk and I will bring around a piece of paper for you. You write one trait down on the outside or the inside, and we're gonna go over them. So you guys just gonna come right back to your desk so we can read them all together, okay? Brandon, you can put your hat back on if you would like. Done, Shelby? Yeah. You got it? All right, what should be on your paper right now? Your name. What do we say again? First thing's the same. You guys all have this one? All right, you got one down? You just need 2 words. You just need one word. What's your name? Zeta. And what does it say? He likes what? Okay, so his goals and inside or outside traits. We're gonna put some sticky notes. Okie doke. You guys need a new one? Let me know. I got tons of them.
I need one.
Write your name.
Not a sticky note. I'm sorry.
Paper, please. Yes, but you need to hurry. If you don't come back soon, I'm gonna have to send someone to come grab you, okay? You just come back and bring it. You guys want your name on the paper? Awesome, thank you. You just need your name. Nope, not behind your name. All right, Gemma, you have one? Inside or outside? Put it up there. Perfect. Put it on inside or outside. So what do you think that word is, Adam? Is it something that you can see of Officer Buckle, or something that he feels on the inside? Can you see that word? You can? Alright, put it on the side that you think. Everyone have a paper. Everyone have your name on the paper. Did Dominic put his up there, do you know? Eileen, the paper? Perfect. Tell me the paper? Perfect. All right, boys and girls, your name should be on the name line, right? Alrighty, so look at your paper. I want you to have to check your neighbor actually real fast. Make sure they all have their name on it. Check your neighbor. Check your neighbors. Kylie and Dominic comes back in here. All right, boys and girls, so look up here. Does this look just like this? Yeah. So what is this word? Trait. And what is this word? Invited? Evidence. What did we say yesterday evidence was? If we want to find evidence, what is it, Reese?
It's like we can you're looking around, saying they left something behind.
Okay, so you want to find proof. So if I say, Charlotte, her trait is hat. We have to have evidence. So we have to show that she has a hat on, which she does, so it's good. Alrighty, so we're gonna think of, Zeta and Gemma, we're gonna think of 2 outside traits and 2 inside traits. 2. Let's look over here. For outside, we have blue pants and blue shirt. Thumbs up, right or wrong? Thumbs up, right or wrong? Good. What about officer outfit? Get an officer outfit on. What about mad? Is mad an outside trait? What should mad be? What side, Kylie?
The inside.
Inside. Can someone show me mad? You can show me, but that's how you're feeling, right? You have to put your feelings into words. All right, that was Dominic, so we'll have to tell him. All right, on the inside.
He should go take care of this.
All right, what about someone put lazy? Is lazy an outside or inside trait? What did we say?
Inside.
We said it was out inside, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we're sitting over here, so you guys can pay close attention, okay? We have a lot of what?
Inside.
Inside traits. All right, Charlotte said brave. So on the inside? Yes. And we have old. What about happy and sad? Those are good. What about lazy? Good. Happy. Sad. Good. And Gemma, what did you say?
I said,
Smart and nice?
yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty, so think in your head real fast. Think of evidence. So where can we show that that Officer Buckle was lazy, or how can we show that he was sad? You gotta think, okay? I want you to think of first. We're gonna do an outside trait. So in this first box, we're gonna do an outside trait. Is this outside or is this outside? This one is outside because it's your what? Physical. It's on the outside of your body. All right, so, Wyatt, I want you to pick an outside trait of Officer Buckle. Actually, you know what? We're missing the biggest outside trait. What is Officer Buckle?
A police officer.
A police officer. We have to write that one down.
It goes with officer outfit. Are you still videotaping?
Police officer, good job. All right, Wyatt, so what one do you want to choose for the outside trait in the first box? Anything on the outside? Three. What do we have up here?
The officer hat.
Officer, does he have a hat on in here? He does. So can we say police uniform?
Yeah.
Can you write that down? All right, so in trait 1, I want you guys to write the exact same thing I'm writing on the board. Should your spelling be right?
Yep.
Because why?
You're writing it on
Because
the-
I'm going to write it. Police. We'll put police office. We'll just put police uniform. Perfect. Police uniform. Police uniform. All right, do you all have police uniform written on your paper? Got it, Evelyn? Almost close? Alrighty, so evidence. How can we show evidence from the text that Officer Buckle has a police uniform? In the book, so Bryn, do we know he's a police uniform or a police officer?
So, look at in the book and whoa.
At the pictures, okay? So what
Ellie,
does
I
he do?
can
Then we
see.
can say he's what? Dominic, please have a seat. Thanks for being back. He's driving a what?
Police car.
Police car. Dominic, have a seat, please. A police car. So the evidence is what? He drives a what? Police car. So that could be your evidence. Drives police car. That's your evidence. It's in the book. We saw it in the book. Dominic, your name on your paper, please.
What?
Name on your paper. You gotta get caught up. Might as well add in the first one. So here you're gonna write police uniform. Question?
Can we say
You gotta write exactly what I have on the board. Drives police car.
Miss Smith is already down there, so
Perfect. All right, boys and girls, you all have this written down. Our trait is what? Police uniform. He wears a police uniform, so just like I have a green jumpsuit on, that's my trait. Evidence is what? Drives a police car. Do you all have that written down? If you have it written down, I want you to put your head on your desk. Gently. Don't dash your head. Drives police car. Perfect. Perfect. Have it written down, bud? Police. Police 10 seconds. So close your eyes and think super hard of an inside trait. Your feelings, your thoughts, or your personality that Officer Buckle has. Already, set, quietly, go. Oh. Think in your head. 10 seconds. Alrighty. Who has an inside trait? A really good one that I'm gonna love when I'm gonna put on the board. Gemma. Smart. Alright, Gemma, how is Officer Buckle smart? How come?
Because he's a police officer and he makes like rules.
He makes rules for who? For kids. So let's write, we're gonna put an O on the outside here, we're gonna put an I so we know we have two, okay? So you said, what was the word, Jenna? Smart. Smart is a good trait.
So do we get the O or not?
What?
Do we get the O or not?
Smart is an inside trait. That's how he's feeling. He's feeling smart. His personality. Tessa?
Then whenever I spell it O and I.
Is it a spelling word? Nice. What'd you say? You don't have to put an O and an I. If you guys want to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm just trying to keep track so we know how many we have, okay? All right, Juma, how did we say that he's smart? Because he makes what?
Rules.
He makes rules. Evidence.
Okay, that kind of makes the sentence smart. Rule.
Officer Buckle
Makes
makes. Does he make rules or what did he call them? He called them something
Laws.
specific. Raise your hand. He called them what, Brent?
safety tips.
He called them safety tips. Let's write that. S-A-F-T-E-Y tip. You writing this down, Dominic? We don't want you to be behind, okay? Safety tips. You guys make sure you have word for word, okay? Officer Buckle makes safety tips. That's how he's smart. That's showing evidence, right? So how about I look back in the book and I'm gonna find where he makes safety tips.
No, I think it's
So you
just
just
a
say,
tip. In his office.
T-I-P-S. Tips.
Yeah, I think he just a tip. Safety tips.
So he makes safety tips. Safety tip number 101. Let me find it in here.
Last page.
I think it is the last page. There's another one.
101 is from the
We can use this one. Safety tip. So he thought of safety tip 101. Always stick with the buddy. He also thought with the first page, which says safety tip number 77, never stand on a swivel chair. And all of these stars on the front page and the back page, he thought of all of these safety tips too. So he's pretty what, Dominic?
Smart.
He's pretty smart. All right, check your buddy. Make sure you all have all of the right writing. Have the right writing. Dominic, you need to write the evidence. We can't do it without evidence. So right now we're analyzing Officer Buckle, right? We're thinking really deep about him. We're really trying to figure him out. We really want to know more about him, right? All right, Dominic, please do not eat the eraser. It's very dirty. All right, let's think of, let's see, can you guys can do this with your elbow buddy, or should we do it all together?
Elbow buddy.
All right, let's try that. Let's do elbow buddies. So Amelia right here, Bryn, Brock, you two, and you can work with them. Okay. Actually, Shelby, you can come over here and sit right here with them. Kylie and Dominic, Frankie and Tessa, and then you two and Reese and Charlotte. Okay. Alrighty, you guys are gonna think of an outside trait, and you're gonna get what? You're gonna get evidence. And you're going to think of an inside trait, and you're going to give me more. More what? Evidence. All right, so if we're working in partners, do we need to be super loud?
No.
No, our partners Alrighty. Hey, put that out of your mouth, please. Pull out the stuff. Let's think of an outside trait. What's another outside trait of an officer bubble? Ding, ding, ding. What's an outside trait of an officer bubble? Is nice on the outside or the inside? And maybe the inside is feelings. You can feel nice. But how does he look on the outside? So right now, your outside trait is brown hair, orange and blue shirt, and sweatpants. So you got Officer Bubble. What's on his face? No, not yet. So right mustache. Alright, boys and girls, you guys all finding an outside trait? Think of an outside trait. What's on the outside? I'm gonna walk slowly around with the book so you guys can see him, okay? Look right here, girls. Outside of Officer Buckle. So what on the outside does he have? Anything he has on? He has a belt, mustache, patch. You can write a badge because he's a police officer. That could be an outside trait. Boys and girls, look here. Here's your picture. Outside trait. Boys and girls, I'd rather you not write the word tan skin and eyes and nose and ears because all humans have those. So we need to think of really specific ones, okay?
Most people don't have mustaches.
Right? Going outside right now, guys. Outside, is that your feelings or not? No, your outside traits is the what? Physical. Physical appearance. Your outside. You guys need to see this picture?
Keeps doing tricks.
I know. All right, so you guys should all have an outside trait written down, right? That's not an outside trait of him. That's of the dog. All right, boys and girls, let's come together. I'm going to write a few on the board. What's an outside trait you wrote down, Bryn? Okay, Amelia, do you have one? Mustache. I don't know if that's right. Put a little squiggly line. That's what we do when we don't know it, right? Wyatt? They're outside.
Police hat.
Police hat. Charlotte, did you have one? He's bald. That's a good one. Anyone else? Gemma, what did you guys write down? Boys and girls, please listen. Mustache. Good. Dominic, what did you have written down?
Badge.
A badge. That's an outside trait because why?
It's on his shirt.
It's on the shirt because it's on the outside. So right now I have on a fanny pack, a stylish fanny pack, a belt purse. So this is an outside trait, right? Because you can physically see it. What did we say?
A badge.
Badge.
Outside shirt. Another one.
What you got, Frankie? Boys and girls, please listen.
Short.
What? He is short, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, is there any more we can add to this list? Gemma.
Nice.
Is nice an inside or outside trait, Gemma? Inside. Please.
He's an adult.
He's an adult. We could do that. We could write that one down. Alrighty, so you guys should have adult, mustache, police hat, bald, badge, or short. You guys, listen please. You only have to write one in the box. Only one. In one box. Are we doing this bottom, boys and girls? Zeta. Are we doing these two boxes yet?
No.
No, so should these be blank on your page?
Yeah.
Yes, nothing should be in those boxes. We're doing the inside traits. Got it, Reese? Alright, so this box, you should only have one of these. So I'm just going to write mustache, just because I already had it. Okay, I'm going to have mustache. And Dominic, what is the evidence that he has a mustache? What's evidence that he has a mustache? Please let me get your eraser. Where's the evidence that he has a mustache?
It's on his face.
On his face? In the what, Gemma? He has a mustache where? On inside trait and write it down on your paper in the box under mustache, in the trait box. Okay? So Dominic, is the badge an inside trait?
Do we
So
have
let's
to
erase
write
that bottom box.
mustache?
Okay, that shouldn't be in fill yet. What?
Do we have to write mustache?
No, you can. What did you have down? What? Short. So how is he short? What's evidence that he's short? What'd you put the evidence of? Boys and girls, listen, they wrote something else. They wrote down the trait of short, and the evidence is? You're right, because you looked at the what? These are the pictures, the illustrations, okay? So what are we doing right now? We are
Illustrating.
no, we're
Analyzing.
analyzing who?
Officer Buckle.
Officer Buckle, we're analyzing him. All right, you guys can quietly talk to your partner and think of an inside trait of Officer Buckle now. An inside is how you're feeling, your thoughts, or your words, right? Right? All right, let's write down an inside trait. Mad? When is he mad? If you think, when is he shocked? Right? Do you guys have the inside trait down? All right, boys and girls, you guys should have an inside trait written down. You don't have to write evidence yet if you don't have any right now. We're doing that together if you want. But you guys need to have an inside trait written down, okay? You guys are doing very well. I'm glad. You guys are doing great. Yeah. If you guys don't agree, it's okay. Shelby, can you write on yours?
Watch TV on his face
Boys and girls, do these have to be complete sentences on the trait side?
Yes.
Do these have to be complete sentences?
No.
How many words is a trait? How many words?
2 or 1.
1, 2, maybe 3. Okay, you don't need to write sentences out, okay? Trait. That means one word. Happy, sad, mad, glad, perfect, funny. Evidence, then you have to write a little bit more just to really get your point across, okay? So an inside trait, raise your hand. Boys and girls, please look up here. Wyatt, please look up here when I'm talking. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna go with this. What is an inside trait that you wrote for Officer Buckle? Raise your hand if you wrote the word happy. You wrote the word happy? How is Officer Buckle happy, Miriam? He usually has a smile on his face, you're right. So, who wrote the word mad? Who thinks Officer Buckle is mad? You guys wrote mad?
Nope.
Did you write mad? Okay. Shelby, you wrote mad?
Yeah.
Okay, when is he mad?
He's mad at the dog.
When? At the end, what was the safety tip that we talked about? Let's look at the evidence. Let's look at the chart of the book. Maybe towards the end he was mad. I can see where we're coming from because right here he was mad, right? It says he was shocked, which would be another good one, but he was mad because Gloria did what?
He raced.
She was kind of stealing the show, wasn't she? She was a little disappointed. Right, Dominic? Dominic, what word did you write down?
Shocked.
Shocked. Who agrees that that's a good one to use? Roxas, no. What do you write?
Yeah.
Oh, you think it is? Shocked? We should write shocked.
Ryan disagrees.
Oh. Wyatt, what did you write? Okay, well, you need to, I want you to write one down. Okay, and then Wyatt, write one down. Let's go. What'd you write down, Frankie? Short. Is short an inside or outside trait, guys? A what? Outside. You can see that, right, Frankie? I told you short was a good outside trait. What'd you put for inside? You wrote short twice? Serious. Ooh, that's pretty good too. I like shocked and serious. So I'm going to split mine up so I can write two different ones. You guys are not going to split it up, okay? You guys do not need to split yours up, okay? So I'm going to split it up because I'm going to watching himself on TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Watching himself on TV. Maybe we should say with Gloria
Yeah.
to really show that he was shocked because Gloria was kind of being crazy, right? Shelby and Adeline? You guys need to write serious or shocked on the line. You only have to write one. You guys only need to write shocked or serious. You only need to write one. You guys can use happy if you want, but we need to do one of the, you need to figure out one.
I didn't hear either one. I was not impressed.
All right, so how was he serious? Who wrote down serious again? That was super good. Charlotte, you wrote down, Frankie, you wrote down serious too, right?
Frankie.
All right, Charlotte, how was he serious? How was Officer Ruckle serious? What was evidence from the text that he was serious? Frankie, how was he serious?
He was talking about serious rules.
Okay, so maybe whenever he is giving all of his tools, all of his rules, he wants people to listen, right? He takes his job very seriously. So we're going to say maybe that he does his job and doesn't have jokes. Is that a good one? Does his job, comma, no joking around. Alrighty, so you guys should either have shocked, serious, or something else. Who wrote something else and has good evidence? I need to make sure it has good evidence. Alright, Bryn.
We did. He loves ice cream.
Okay, so is that an inside trait? How is it an inside trait?
Because, like, he feels like he likes ice cream.
Okay, so is that one or two words? What are you going to write down for that then? You could say trait, maybe hungry. Could be an outside trait. He loves ice cream is more than one word, so it really needs to be kind of shortened up, okay? What did you write down?
Gimme
Shocked. Okay, Riker, what did you guys write? Happy. How is he happy, guys? Listen to what Riker and Amelia have to say. How is he happy? What's evidence?
has a smile on his face.
The smile on his face at the end, he was really happy, right? Because him and Gloria got to go together and do things, right? Alrighty, what else, Wyatt?
I got not
Not what?
impressed.
Not impressed? How is he not impressed?
Gloria was doing silly stuff.
Okay, so he was kind of like, Gloria, why are you doing this? This isn't joking time, right?
Yeah.
He was being very what?
Serious.
Very serious, not impressed. That's a really good one. Great job. All right, does everyone have this whole paper filled out? Hold it up if you have all the boxes filled and your name is on it. Hold it up so I can see it. Is everything copied right from the page, right from the one I have on the board? All right, boys and girls, I want you to look on your page. I want you to make sure you have one outside trait. So I want you to put your finger on the outside trait right now. Boys and girls, quickly. Put your finger on the outside trait. Put your finger on another outside trait. Put your finger on an inside trait. Put your finger on another inside trait. So you should have how many traits altogether? 4 traits. Alrighty, so today we went over what? What did we go over again? Traits of
Officer Buckle.
on the
Outside and inside.
good. So we just put a lot of good traits. That was very good. Alright, I want you to take those papers and who's the paper collector? Hand her out her.
I'm the paper.
Okay, I want you to collect them all for me, okay? Now we're going to transition into math.